In today's video, I'll go over one of the best and cheapest AFK methods in the entire game that make millions of coins per hour and costs little to nothing that most people can afford. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please subscribe. I want to hit 2K as soon as possible. I'll be doing more giveaways the more subscribers I have. Also join Discord server, there's a few giveaways going on there as we speak. The link in the description. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, how? In order to do this, you're going to need about 800,000 coins and access to the dwarven mines. First thing is, what mobs are you going to kill? Now, I guarantee you guys probably haven't seen this method, but you're going to want to be killing the goblins. Now, the goblins, get abused so much because everyone tries to kill them. But the goblins are right past the Great Ice Wall. If you take a right, you will get to actual, goblin den. In which case, you can stand there and get a bunch of coins. So like this area, you kill goblins. The reason you kill goblins is because they give you a bunch of coins and coin pouches and goblin eggs, which are very high as of right now of recording. The price might drop. Either way, it's still a really good money making method no matter what the price of goblin eggs are. So what goblins drop is bags of coins and goblin items, so goblin eggs, goblin armor. As of right now, each goblin egg is going for 22,000 coins per. Each piece of goblin armor is going for 1.5k. As you can see, you can tell which item you want to get. It's goblin eggs, obviously. Now, how are you going to kill these mobs? Now, I suggest this is a cheap way. Unstable armor. This armor sometimes strikes nearby mobs with lightning. It's unstable. This strikes every 10 to 20, maybe 30 seconds, depending on. I haven't timed it exactly or Googled it. But it will strike every so often, which gives enough time for all of the mobs in the set area to respawn. Now, as you'll see eventually when I actually AFK, doing this you can stay alive very easy. But I usually AFK up here with unstable armor on, and for a bonus using a snowman pet, or snowman pet, bow pet, any other pet that can help you kill mobs faster is insanely good with this method. So skeleton pet can work, but it's just not ideal. But it's really up to you. So what I'm going to be using is a unstable armor, and I'm going to be holding out a Raiders Axe. The reason I'm holding out a Raiders Axe is because the Raiders Axe has a unique ability of earn 20 coins from monster kills, which really is a lot more coins, but you earn a lot more coins for killing monsters. Whatever weapon you hold out is a weapon it will use to kill, so you get a lot of coins if you hold out the Raiders Axe. Now, this isn't for this method, but I just generally speaking recommend having Thunderlord, looting, first luck, and scavenger. So looting, luck, scavenger, Thunderlord on all of your Raiders Axes that you do want to be using for AFK, because they are all super good enchants. One helps you get loot better, one helps you get coins better, one helps you get armor better, and one helps you deal more damage when you hit mobs or a pet hits mobs. So overall, those are the 3 enchants I recommend having on your Raiders Axe with an unstable armor. I'm going to be using a Griffin pet. The reason for this being is because it has some magic find and dwarf turtle helmet, which is always nice because you want to get those goblin eggs because they make a majority of the money. It's really goblin eggs and coins to make the most money. So pick whatever pet you want. It's really up to you. Hound pet, Griffin pet, Bow pet, Snowman pet. Any pet to kill or help you gain coins faster or magic find, I recommend. Some other things that I highly recommend you have. Now, you don't have to have all of this. However, I would recommend. I'd recommend having a cookie buff on. Reason for this being is when you die, you don't lose stuff, and you're AFK getting bits, which means you can make money. So it's just making money. I just highly recommend doing that. Something else I recommend is a god pot, because otherwise you might die if there's a goblin raid. As you see when I AFK, even if there is a goblin raid, which there was, I don't take any damage or die at all. So I suggest a god pot, but it's not required. If you're not going to use a cookie, please have a piggy bank on you at all times, though, because people do like to kill you and you might die somehow, and it'd be a shame to die with like 5 million coins on for AFKing for a while and lose all of that because you didn't have a way to prevent it. So Make sure you use something that will save your coins on death. That is very, very important. One last thing about being AFK kicked. Once again, if you have any questions that I haven't mentioned, please ask them in the comments. I love to respond to them. But as for being AFK kicked, because I've gotten a lot of comments about this, that I know of, there is no way to prevent being AFK kicked. What I usually do is if I AFK, I'll be watching a YouTube video on the side. So if I see the message, I'll just move my mouse around. So if I'm here, AFK, and then I decide, and then maybe like every 20 minutes, I'll just stand up and move around a little bit. I also check to see when the lobby closes, because if the lobby closes, then, well, you're getting kicked. So I just suggest moving around a little bit, trying to stay in combat, trying to do just some basic things, and you probably won't get AFK kicked that often. Now, I don't usually AFK for long periods of time, usually like 10-20 minutes tops at one single time, but there's nothing you can really do against being AFK kicked except for moving your mouse around occasionally. Don't macro, don't have like something on your spacebar, because that's actually bannable in a different type of way that would not be very good. So just move your mouse around a little bit, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna get into the montage of me AFK killing mobs, and by that I mean I'm gonna spare you guys of watching that until the very end. If you do want to see the footage of me doing that, go to the very end of the video, but for now we are going to just cut to the results. You can see me actually AFKing at the very end. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so I just finished up AFKing for 10 minutes. Keep in mind I started with 141 mil with 500,000 coins. So I gained 140,000 actual coins from 10 minutes of AFKing. In addition to that, I got 2 pieces of goblin armor and 19 goblin eggs. Now if we go and look on AEH as of right now, goblin, we can see that each goblin egg goes for about 22,000 coins, which to be fair is very high right now, like very high. Usually these don't go for this much at all. Usually see them going for 10k. This might skew the data just a little bit, you know. But if I was to sell all my goblin eggs, I would make 610,000. After selling my goblin eggs, I'd make 418,000 coins from goblin eggs alone. Pair that with 140,000 coins I got from my actual coins, I would be making about 550,000 coins every single hour. Now this is a little bit too much. By a little bit I mean a lot of too much. But usually, probably when you're watching this video, the price of goblin egg is going to be 10k per. So if each goblin egg was 10k per, I would still be making around 300,000 coins because, well, math. Either way, with the prices right now, you can make so much money. It is crazy. I'm talking like 3 to 4 mil an hour from just being AFK. Now if prices were normal, I'd be making less. Instead, I'd be making about like 1.8 mil, almost 2 mil per hour, which is still really damn good for being AFK. But it's not nearly as good as, you know, this thing. Also, there are better, more efficient ways to AFK. You can add a snowman pet, a battle pet. Adding pets to this armor is good. You can also get better armor, so vampire mask, blaze armor, etc., etc., etc. But there's a lot better things you can do to make this better. But with 500k, you're able to make back your money in like less than an hour by doing this method. Either way, I hope you guys enjoy. If you have any questions, please do ask them in the comments. I love to answer those, guys. I love to see what you guys are thinking. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Consider subscribing. Peace.